I'm here with Rob Drummond, who is the writer of Lifesaving. That's a slightly ambiguous title, Lifesaving. It could be lots of different things. What's the play about?
Well, it's about... No, I'll give away something. It's basically about two children who run away from home for an unspecified reason. The reason comes out as the action progresses. Mm-hmm. But it's a runaway kid's story, which is kind of a classic tale. And they hide out in the countryside and chat and try and work out what to do about their situation. But I don't want to give too much away. It's called Lifesaving because one of them's got an obsession. One of them's got an obsession with lifesaving, and that kind of comes from my time at the King's Theatre when I did a course in first aid. And I took so much from that course. Nothing to help about helping people, just about writing.
This will come in handy.
Absolutely, it was such a surreal situation. And then for 3 years I was a qualified first aider. Never had to use it, and it ran out. So now I would need to redo the course if I was to be a first aider again. But I got what I needed from that, which is a play.
Yeah. You did write the play a while ago. It's not a recent.
No, but it's never been produced professionally. I wrote it just after I left university. And I think it still remains one of my favourite pieces. It's just I didn't have the clout at that point to get it on professionally.
Do you feel differently about it now, obviously being, you've had a lot of plays on, you're a really successful, prolific playwright, and maybe looking back at what you're writing then, or do you feel the same as you felt about it then, or does it feel like giving you a bit of a...
I feel like it's kind of a really pure version of my writing, because I wasn't thinking about getting it put on. I wasn't thinking about structure and dramatic purpose and character. I just went splurge and I wrote the thing without worrying about the things that I worry about now when I'm writing. Part of me thinks or worries that now if I worry too much about the rules and about dramatic structure and stuff, and I've lost that kind of purity a little bit. So it's really interesting going back to something that I wrote when I didn't know what I was doing.
That's an interesting. I guess as well, if you're writing for commissions now, are you writing always with a space in mind? Or
you're writing with a space and a deadline.
It must really change because the characters that you're writing are very different.
It becomes more like a job, an everyday job. And the key, I think, to keeping your writing fresh is to try and remember that you're also doing it because you love it and not just for deadlines. And back then, I was writing this for no other reason than just to write it.
Brilliant. And you work with Alan McKendrick, who's directing it.
Alan, who gave me my first break in theatre. My first paid professional job as an actor actually was in Alan's Arches Award in 2006, I think, or something like that.
Oh wow, brilliant.
So we've not worked together directly for a long time. We did a couple of small things after that, and this is the first time we've worked together in years. So it's great to be working with him again.
I think good. Good. What else are you working on at the moment,
I'm just completing a number of commissions this year. I've got one for the Traverse coming up. I'm just back from Vancouver doing Bullet Catch, which is...
Bullet Catch goes to a lot of exciting places.
Bullet Catch is finished now though.
Is that the end of it?
I mean, I'm happy to consider someone else continuing in the role, but I've done 2.5 really good years with it, so it's done now. So I'm working on a film at the moment as well, so
exciting.
I like to keep my work really varied. I'm just greedy. I just like to
What about the balance between, because obviously pieces like Bullet Catch, you have written for yourself to perform, and there's other pieces like all the police you've written for, played by Pint, have not been that. Is it about finding the balance between those two, or do you find that now you're kind of...
I think I'm just easily bored. I like to keep changing up my routine in my life, so I get excited by the idea that 1 month I'll be writing and then the next I'll be performing, and then maybe I'll take 5 months to do some weird training as a magician or a wrestler or something, and then I'll come back and do more writing. So I don't know, I just keep it fresh.
Because everything you write has you do always feel like you're experimenting, like there's lots of different forms, different styles, different things that you're...
I think I may have said this before, maybe even in one of these interviews, but Hitchcock had a great saying where he said he didn't want to do the same film twice. He always wanted to reinvent. Every film he did felt different. He didn't always succeed at it, but he said he referred to it as self-plagiarism. He didn't want to be guilty of self-plagiarism. And I always try and move on, so every play is slightly got a different feel or a different atmosphere to it. And I obviously won't achieve that in every single play. That's too difficult, but I at least try.
Like Hitchcock achieved
no, but it's at least a good idea to try and make everything fresh.
Brilliant. All right. Thanks for that.
No worries.
Good.
Thank you very much.